Okay, everybody. So I did a little bit of jumping ahead on the Vulkan, if you might not notice it right now. So if you jump ahead in the tutorial to the rendering and presentation, you get the source code. See, we're on line 622. You get a source code that's about 900. Okay, they add all kind of functions. They explain all kind of everything. It's really a good tutorial as a reference for how to start drawing and how to start using the different, physical devices, logical devices, cue families, setting up the cues, setting up the buffers, setting up this buffer, setting up that buffer, the swap chain, setting up the chains, setting up scissoring, all these. There's so many options you can do. It's insane. But what I happened to do was look here at the command draw because I was looking, because they drew the first triangle. And I was like, how do they draw the triangle? And here's the draw command right here. And if you notice, it takes a command buffer, it takes a vertex count, which is 3, it takes an instance count, which I modified, because the instance count used to be 1, so I modified it to 50. And then it takes, first vertex, first instance, okay. And then the kicker is spear V, using spear V to actually render, see if I can zoom this in here. So you go into the Vulkan SDK in the bin directory, and you use glslc.exe, which is the compiler for GLSL, for the shaders. And you take your vertex shader and your fragment shader. You use the .vert and the .frag extension, otherwise it doesn't work. It says unrecognized file. Anyways, and use the -o, whatever that is, and then it converts it into a spear V, and you want to put it into the directory that your project is going to run. And then the result, and I have a lot of debug stuff still going in the background, and I modified the shader so that it draws 50 circles, or 50 triangles, excuse me, in a circle. And because it's still using the, shader language. So once you're into the shaders, it's game on. So I use the instance index, and I actually put in instance ID at first, and I tried to compile. This is where, when you compile right here, this is where the errors will come up for your shader programming. But I tried to compile it and said GL instance ID is not known. Do you mean GL instance index? It literally said that as the error. So I tried GL instance index, and it works exactly the same way. I tried to Google it, couldn't find GL instance index except for on some obscure GitHub that mentions changes by people that are working on the project or whatever. So I don't know what all that is about, but it works. And I was able to just draw a circle of triangles, and I will probably be streaming later on tonight. I just woke up, so I have to manage breakfast, coffee, all that stuff, and we'll figure that out. But yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at right now. I jumped ahead, and I just got tired of reading, and you could see the streams that I went through, and I just wanted to get to the good stuff. And eventually, the other stuff, you can go back and read the references and all that fun stuff. All right, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and we're going to continue on with a little side project of Vulkan programming. So I'll let you tune in on all that and stay tuned for more from that.